At the buzzer! Here's the tip. Harper.
Hello and welcome back everyone. Basketball games were not ever really that popular in the UK. I liked them and always had done. But the UK was more of a football country. And it might be that reason why I never ever seen NBA Jam in an arcade in the UK anywhere. And the only time I seen it, it was completely out of order and just sat in the corner of an arcade without ever getting powered on. My first experience of NBA Jam was on the Super Nintendo, but for this video, I decided to have a look at the arcade for comparison's sake. And I totally get this game now. This is a real proper arcade sports game. It's fast, it's high scoring, it's loud, and it's got some decent visuals. And this fast-paced, slick look would surely have drawn in the punters at the time, I am sure of that. Basketball, by its very nature, is a game that is perfect for arcades. It's always fast-paced and totally devoid of all that play-choosing nonsense that some other sports have. And when I played this for the first time on MAME, I really enjoyed it, and I could then see just how different the SNES version is as well. And I thought the SNES version was good. It's a game I own and still have my original copy of the game in my collection. But this arcade version really does show it up. The visuals are great. I was worried that arcade may have went too far down that digitised route that so many other Midway games were going for. But on the court, these are regular sprites. And I think the game is better presented for that. And with only 4 players on court, it's certainly not a cluttered looking game. And as the players move in and around the court, there is a fantastic use of sprite scaling which looks really impressive in a game of this type. The sound as well was massively different over the Super NES version. This announcer sounds way more enthusiastic with his remarks, but some of the comments are a little questionable, like this one.
Delivers the facial! Delivers the facial! Delivers the facial!
Delivers a facial. Sounds more like a comment you would make when commenting on a Ron Jeremy movie. There is also a soundtrack in this version, which adds way more atmosphere to the game, and after playing the arcade version, then I can say I will always go for this version over the SNES one in the future. But how did the Super NES one actually fare?
Harper! Harper! Pimpin! Rejects the shot! Harper! Lays it up! Fancy move! At the buzzer! No good! NBA Jam halftime report! Altitude with an attitude!
Just so I am absolutely clear here, the Super NES version of NBA Jam is a good game, but I now realise there is a lot missing that was in the arcade, and the first 2 things you notice is a complete lack of sprite scaling, which the SNES would have been so much capable of handling, and the other thing is the lack of in-game music, and that is inexcusable in my opinion. Presentation wise, it's pretty close to the arcade. All the teams and the same players are there, but when the game starts, it's like you are playing 2-on-2 basketball in a library or something. Everything is quiet. There's no music. Even the announcer guy sounds very quiet. And he sounds totally disinterested. Of course, all of this is perfectly forgivable if the game plays well. And it does play very good. When I got this game, I was playing a season in another NBA game on the SNES, Tecmo Super NBA Basketball, and that game was outstanding. It was a blend of simulator and arcade, and it worked fantastically well. But not many of my mates really liked it. But NBA Jam had this instant grab factor about it. It was easy to pick up and play, and was a great laugh on 2-player. On single player though, it felt a little depressing. And it also had this annoying quirk about it, and I'm not sure if it was just me, but when I was playing it back in the day, and just recently, I noticed the CPU seems to cheat quite a bit, especially if you are well ahead on points. It seems to score 3-pointers on the buzzer all the time, and in normal play as well. They then defend their basket really well, and the scoreline starts to get super tight. I even played it with a cheat for this video, where each basket was worth 8 points, and while the CPU couldn't overturn the huge deficit, it did manage to claw back way more points than I thought it would. But after playing the arcade, how do I feel about the Super NES version now? Well, I can say it's not too close to the arcade, but it's not too far apart either, and both play the same, but the arcade one has way better atmosphere, and so I will play that one more often in the future. And believe me, I stunned myself, as I hate Midway games with a passion, but NBA Jam gets my vote. And that was my look back at NBA Jam. If you like this video, then please do all the usual like, comment and subscribe malarkey. And a massive thank you to everyone who has done so already. It really is appreciated. And that's all from me folks. Thanks for watching.
Yes! Delivers the facial! Delivers the facial! Delivers the facial! Delivers the facial!